Alright, so good morning everyone. My name is Mohammed and today I will be talking about the web-based app, which is in this case I did call it On Track, and it's essentially kind of a workout or it essentially like tracks your sporting workouts and habits and things like that. So of the goal is to get healthier and yeah, and just show some of the concepts of integrating JavaScript behind HTML. Just one more thing before I start anything in the code, I just would like to say some things. Some of the feedback I got since last website I talked about, which was the portfolio website, did include that I need to spell check everything, had spelling mistakes, and I also did have someone saying that like the video was too long. Now let me just clarify one thing. If I disclose just the code itself needs explanation. So if you want me to explain the code, then it's impossible to do it in 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, you can't be complaining about the code being 2 to 5, like 28 minutes explanation video, and be like, oh, go explain the whole code. Like there is a lot of components, a lot of functions, a lot of variables, and here we're not even doing like last time 2 files. We're doing 3 files. We're doing style sheets, we're doing the actual HTML, and the third thing, which is the JavaScript that's running all of this stuff, that's making all of that work. Now, if you want me to just go through the preview, I can do the preview of the website in 2 to 5 minutes. I can show you around the website in 2 to 5 minutes, but not the actual code. It's very hard to go through the actual code in 2 to 5 minutes. So that's to address this feedback. Now, also some of the feedback I got was the coloring and the readability. I chose, I decided to make everything whiter and chose simpler colors. The thing is, I like the color blue and turquoise a lot, so you will see that common in the work I do. It's my signature color. I like it, so I left it there. Also, one more thing. It's because this is a university project, so they do require us to use this platform. Now, this platform is called UniSQ Get EA or Getia. The problem with this platform that it's actually so limited. Like when we upload stuff on there, I'm just saying that for the examiner or anyone who experiences that issue, it doesn't accept zipped files. And then if you upload files separately, it only allows for certain number of files. So I just thought to mention that here in the video as well, just in case. Now, getting back to the website, since they want the website in 2 to 5 minutes, I'm not gonna be doing that, but I'm gonna be going quickly through the code so we can, you know, we can get this clear. Just look at the amount of code in the JavaScript. The JavaScript has some constants, okay, some data, okay, and some functions that we declare, okay, and we have some functions like save activities, filter activities, function that does like function for everything basically. So you will see, like, for example, this one is a form validation to make sure that if you don't, like, for example, fill up something, it says please select an activity type. You have, for example, in here, this is a function to allow to edit and add new activities. I have also another one for goals that I will come back to later. I have a function to display the activities in the form of, like, it's the basically the filling that goes behind all of these cards that you see here. So yeah, that's the filling of it basically. And then you have this is a delete and edit function, because like sometimes we may have put an activity that we don't need anymore. So this function does that. And then we have a calculate statistics. Now the statistics is the one that does the calculations behind all of the cards before it shows up a final value. It does all the calculations. For example, here you can see, like, it does today, and then like 1000 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 24. So this is, like, for example, one of the constants that are feeding into the function. So the next one, we have a weekly total. and a monthly total. You can see them here for the week and month. We have an activities length. If the activities length, for example, is greater than 0, you know, and then it does like, and then we declare the constant total activities reduce. The average amount is text content, like the average amount text content is the total divided by the activities length, which does make sense because like you wanna calculate the average. So yeah, by the way, the average length or the average like amount, you can find that in here. It's behind this card here, so you will see that here. But yeah, there is a lot of calculations that goes behind it. I'm not sure how I can finish all of that in actually 2 to 5 minutes, but yeah, we have a calculated streak is to show when you have consistently kept reaching your goals. And then yeah, the goals save and update function. So like remember we had to create not just activity but goals as well. So you could like set up a habit or a workout, or you could set up a goal that you wanna just reach. Now this is this is not anywhere, this like web-based app is not anywhere near how complicated some apps, for example like Samsung Health or Google Health or things like that. This is like not anywhere between that to compare between those, but this is just to show a concept. This is all the JavaScript that goes behind it. So we have a function that does clear a goal form. So in case like, for example, you have entered some wrong values and you want to reset, you can you can clear that, and you can even delete the goal here, and you can, yeah, there is a lot of working that feeds all of that, a lot of code that feeds all of that. So you have a handle progress input, and that one is to show the progress and the visual tracker, which you will get to see in here. This is the visual tracker. And then yeah, and then it does the auto marking if the target is reached. And then it shows a missed goal. So this is a function for missed goals, so you can feed that button here in case you couldn't make it or you couldn't reach the goal that day. And then we have a reset goal as well. You can reset your progress in the, like you can reset the progress in your goal, in the goal that you set. And then we have an edit and delete button for the goal that you have set. It's all inside the goal log, so it will only work for the goals that you have created, obviously. And then what else? We have a display function to display these goals in the goal log, as I was just saying. This one is an emoji. I put it there just to mark as missed kind of thing. And this is like an emoji to say like celebrated, like that the goal is completed. So yeah, and here are some more filters to filter the activities. This is for your search. And this is to clear all data. That's the button at the very end of the form. It's that one. So I think I could have put an enter button here, but yeah, I think it does it automatically anyway, so it doesn't need to have a, yeah, so when I change something here, it doesn't. But if I, for example, go all activities, yeah, it does it automatically, it doesn't need an enter button. But yeah, that's a design choice I took. So yeah, and these are some animations like when you hover over the if I go in the preview, it will take even longer in that video, but these are some of the animations that happen when I hover over the, if you notice, when I hover over each card, and like the shading and the add progress and all of that stuff. Now can add, for example, like 7 and then add progress, and it completes, and it says goal completed. So yeah, and you can add in like a workout, for example, say like let's say stretches, and we could go like 24 quantity, no, 24 stretches, and then we could go, the date is like 1st of the May 2026. I did that in the form to make it easier for the user to type without needing to write the slashes. And then we could go like do 2 sets of 12 stretches. And then we could add the activity and it shows up instantly here. And this one is a workout, not a habit. And market them, the workouts, with like, red and green. So like green for habit and red for um, workout. But the progress bar only shows for goals, does not show for activity. Didn't According to the project requirements, we didn't have a visual tracker for the activities, only visual tracker for the goals. Now if you notice this here, this is average per activity. What it does, it kind of takes, it's only meant to work with the minutes, so it's kind of, this function needs a bit more clarity in the specification. But with that average, it kind of calculates the minutes. So for example, if you had like a 30-minute run and a 20-minute run and a 60-minute run, it will like take the average and say like you ran average that minutes. But like there was no clear specifications about that, so that's how I went with it. But also that's a design choice. You could do something different. And it shows like this week, it shows like here, like for example, the current streak 0 days, because we're still in day one, obviously. Total activities is 2. This week is 70. I gotta remember what does that one, sorry. This month is 24. I think those ones show the monthly and weekly trackers. They are monthly and weekly trackers. But yeah, they are somewhere here. But those cards are basically a monthly and weekly trackers based on the specification I had here. Total activity, show weekly and monthly totals, and duration and count. Calculate the display averages. Yeah. So the basically they add like the total units that you did throughout the whole week or throughout the whole month. But also the specification for that one was not clear either. So yeah, but they are meant to track how much you've done throughout the week or how much you've done throughout the month. I think that's it for me for today, if that's everything. And yeah, just a header card that has on track the name of the app and what it does and the date. This date updates actively. The style sheets, I'm not gonna go through them because like you can see the CSS styling. But yeah, and this is the preview of the web-based app. Unless you have any further feedback, please specify, but I think that will be it for the moment. Yeah, if you have more feedback, please put it in the comment section or let me know what I could have improved. But yeah, there has been a lot of challenges with developing this code. One challenge I think also that annoyed me a lot was the saving function. Multiple times, because that one I will actually discuss in the code, multiple times I will build the saving function the in the data to the local machine, and in what happened is like it will log the data, but it's not gonna show in the activity log, so or in the goal log. So that one was a very big challenge for me throughout building this code. So that one was a very hard one. The rest were kind of understandable or kind of like medium difficulty, but the most difficult part of this website was definitely saving and updating to local machine. Now I am not sure if you copy that code or and put it in your own machine, if it's gonna work the same as mine or not. It should hopefully do. I will upload this to the Get EA platform and see how does it go. And I think that's it for me. If you have any other comments, please put them in the comment section, and I will see you next time. Bye.